Hey guys, welcome to Muscle Fitness and Health. This is Barry Skywalker, and we're going to be talking about fit relationships, how to get close to someone, and make it last. This is episode 3. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, go back and watch episode 1 and 2. Also, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. I'm trying to grow this channel starting from scratch, and you can all help me in doing that, so please subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to find your ideal mate. And in order to do that, we have to know what it is we're looking for. So if you went into a store and you didn't know what you wanted, you would just stand there because you have no idea what it is you're in the store to be shopping for. And it's the same with meeting someone. Like, what it is it that you're looking for in a person? And before you do anything, you should do this. Get a piece of paper first, and in fact, you're going to need 4 sheets of paper in order to do this exercise properly. On the first sheet, you're going to sit down and write out what it is, what qualities that you'd like your ideal person to have. Like, I'm looking for a girlfriend. What is it that you want her to be like? Like, what qualities? And as an example, I wrote out some things here. The first thing, you want her to be single, because it doesn't make any sense to meet somebody or meet a girl who, she's already with someone. She's already married, or she already has a boyfriend. So the first thing on the list, she should be single. Second thing, she's a non-smoker, non-drinker, non-drug user. That's the second thing. Now, you have different preferences than what I'm saying, but just make a list. Another thing, works out in the gym. She's a great cook, honest, sincere, has a lot of integrity, wants to have children. She loves kids. She likes eating organic food, plant-based. She's inspiring, upbeat, has a great sense of humor, spontaneous. She doesn't have any children, wants to have a relationship. That's important because you don't want to try to meet somebody and they don't want a relationship, so you want them to want to have that. And then I said like sports. And then you can put some physical attributes in there if you want. Like she has blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles, she's 5'8", 5'5", or whatever. Has a muscular build, tan complexion. So that's some physical things. Now, the other 3 sheets, you're going to write 3 things on it. You're going to write vital. So I don't know if you can see that. So vital. The next thing is important. Write the word important on there. And then the word desirable. So you have 3 sheets. The first sheet is vital. The second one, important. And then the third sheet is desirable. Now you're going to go back to your first sheet where you said that you made out a list of attributes, qualities that you're looking for in a person. And the first thing is single. Is that vital, important, or desirable? Now, for me, that's vital. I mean, so you would take your pen and write down, is being single vital, desirable, or important? Well, for me, that's vital. So that's really important. Non-smoker, non-drinker, non-drug user. That's vital. So that's vital means you got to have that in a person. You got to have it. So I don't want any women that are doing drugs, that are drinking, they're partying. I don't want any of that. I don't want any part of it. The next thing, she's a great cook. Okay, well, that's desirable. That's not vital. It's not really important. You know, if she isn't, no big deal. I'm a pretty good cook. You know, I'm pretty good in the kitchen. So, and people can always learn. You know, so but that's not an important thing that would keep her from being with me. If she says, "Oh, I'm not that great of a cook," no worries. Don't worry about it. The next thing, honest, sincere, and has integrity. That is vital. You that you cannot go with somebody who doesn't have the integrity, isn't honest, isn't sincere. So that's vital. So vital is things that they've got to have. Next thing, she wants to have children. That is vital. I want to, have a family and, want to be with a woman that wants to have kids and she loves children. So that's vital. If she says, I don't want to have kids, then it's done. It's a done deal. Don't waste your time. See, this is the thing that people do. They take people who are contrary to their own goals and desires and or their belief system. So if this guy really wants to have a family and she doesn't, that's not going to work in the relationship because he wants to have children and she doesn't want to. Traveling, like he wants to travel the world and all she wants to do is stay in one place. She doesn't like traveling. So they're not going to get along. If they get into a relationship, he's talking about, hey, let's go to Calcutta, let's go to India, let's go to Europe. And she says, I don't want to do that. They're going to clash. It's not going to work. So you cannot do that. That's the reason why you make a list. And when a person, you ask them, how do you feel about travel? How do you feel about having kids? They're going to tell you, I don't want to have children. I don't like traveling. Okay, it's over. You didn't waste any time. You didn't waste money. You didn't waste any effort into this person because they're not compatible. But people go on attraction because they're attracted to someone. You think you can make it work on physical, and it's not going to happen. It isn't. Because if the rest of it is out of line and out of alignment, it's not going to work. I don't care how beautiful this woman is. If she says, I don't like traveling, I don't want to be with kids, I hate kids, I have no interest in working out in the gym, there's no point in trying to move forward. It isn't going to work. And a lot of people got married to people because they were physically attracted to them. But just because you're attracted to someone doesn't mean you're compatible with them. Just because you're attracted to them doesn't mean you are compatible. You've got to understand that. Compatibility is the key. And that's why you need to do this before you get involved with anybody. Another thing, okay, she likes sports. Okay, that's not important. It's not vital. It's desirable. She says, I don't like hockey. I don't like baseball. Okay, so what? I can live with that. She doesn't have to. I like hockey. I like baseball. I like football. But she doesn't have to like any of that. I don't need her to like those things in order for us to have a relationship. It's not important, right? But there are certain things. Okay, like if you have physical attributes, blonde hair. How important is it for someone to have blonde hair? Is that vital? important or desirable? Okay, it's depending, I would say it's desirable. It's not vital that a woman have blonde hair. Okay, blue eyes. Is that vital, desirable, or is that important or desirable? I would say, yeah, desirable. It's not vital that she has blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles, between 5 foot and 5'8". None of that to me is vital. You know, I'm looking at qualities that supersede the physical part of it, because most people do it the other way around. They look at the physical and then they look at the rest. But you gotta go deeper. You gotta go deep. You gotta look at the person inside, because you cannot grow with somebody because they have blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles. That's not going to make the relationship work. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. Believe me, I know from experience. Blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles, 5'5", muscular build. She's got all of that, but you can't trust her. And she's out partying. It isn't going to work. It isn't going to work. It just isn't. So we got to go deep. And that's why you got to do this exercise first. Get that piece of paper. Write out, what is it that you need in a person? What's important to you? You know, what kind of, like I said, if you're really into traveling and you're really into golf or baseball or a certain sport, if that's really important to you, then you got to find somebody that's in alignment with that. Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be disastrous. And that's why marriages don't work. They get together on the surface and everything is wonderful, everything is beautiful. And after the marriage, it starts to fall apart. It starts to decay, because he finds out things about her, she finds out things about him, and they're not compatible. They should have never gotten married in the first place. Never. Because they were never compatible. Everything was on the surface. Everything was on the surface. She had these beautiful hair and eyes and breasts, and that's not going to make it work. It isn't. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm telling you guys, do this exercise. You will not regret it. You will not. Before you do anything, before you go out to try to meet anybody, sit down, make this list out. What is it that's really important to you? And just write out these attributes. And when you meet somebody, if they say something that's not vital for you, you know it isn't going to work. Possibly they could change. And a lot of people say, well, maybe I can change her. Maybe I can get her into the gym. And I tried doing that. I had 2 relationships that didn't work because of the gym. They didn't want to go to the gym. And one girl, she was willing to go. She went with me to the gym. But she didn't want to do bodybuilding and, you know, fitness, and then the other one wouldn't go at all. So I tried to make it work, and it wouldn't, because the gym is very, very important in my life. I'm not going to date a woman that's not doing the gym. It's not happening. Gotta do the gym. So for me, the gym is primo. Eating organic food, primo. No drugs, alcohol, cigarettes of any kind, primo. I'm not going to date a woman that's partying, doing all these crazy things. You know, I'm not having it. I don't want no part of that. So anyway, guys, do this exercise. You won't regret it. Let me know in the comments below. And again, please subscribe to the channel. hit the like button, and we're going to be back with the next video, which is going to be even more exciting than this one. So stay tuned. Again, this is Barry Skywalker, Muscle Fitness and Health. Having a great day, guys. And one other thing, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Keep chasing your greatness and never stop believing in yourself. I'll see you in the next video.